How's it? Today is Tuesday, September 10th. Slow progress is still progress. I am back squatting today, as I normally do on Tuesdays. Last week was different than normal. Last week I took Monday off and essentially moved Monday's training session to Tuesday. And that meant that Tuesday was omitted altogether. And so today is the first day I'm kind of doing my normal scheduled programming. And it feels really weird. I did the exact same weight that I did 2 weeks ago, so 145 for 3 sets of 5. I had sort of a range on that. I was like, okay, I did this 2 weeks ago. I didn't squat last week, so there is a chance that I might feel a little bit more fresh and that I would be able to squat a little bit better. But that was not the case. As I was warming up, I was like, okay, yeah, I'm gonna be lucky if I can do 145 today. And yeah, I was, it was a super challenging session. I did all 5 reps or all 3 sets for all 5 reps. No fails on all of that. And like, while it was very hard, it's probably like RPE 10, like for each of the sets. I think that it was better than I expected. I feel like with how last week went, my shoulder has just been really painful and all over the place. And today it didn't really affect me the way that my back squats normally do. I mean, it was definitely still painful and still sore, but it wasn't to the point where I was getting worried, you know. Another thing to be positive about today is that my elbows, both of my elbows, feel fine today. I don't feel like they're any inflamed or swollen or anything from yesterday. You know, that one miss behind the back. I felt, well, I didn't feel, I heard a pop. Sorry, this is my first set. You'll see how challenging this is. But I heard a pop in both of my elbows. And usually that is a sign of something rupturing, like an acute incident of something rupturing. So I was pretty worried about that last night. And I feel like today is fine. Like I ended up doing overhead press, like dumbbell overhead press, just because my shoulder is still struggling a little bit. And then I ended up doing dips. So like both of those two things didn't really, weren't really hampered by my status of my elbow. So like that is super, super fun to think about. It's like, okay, yeah, like I am a little bit more resilient than I might expect to be, you know? It is what it is. But you see here, like that first set at 145 was, I felt like I was moving slow from the beginning. And as I moved kind of further into the sets following that, I tried to move a little bit faster. So first 2 reps for this set were much quicker, like positionally. And then the kind of, I mean, of course, as the weight, or as the reps get more and more, like you get more and more tired. And so like when I'm looking at this, I am kind of proud of myself for sticking through it, because look at how challenging these are. These are like, that was moving very slow. I got almost stuck on that one, and then I still have to do one whole extra rep. And look at how long this takes, right? So that was about 3 seconds from start to finish. And yeah, I mean, I made them all. So it is progress in some form or fashion, right? And I did mention I did my dumbbell overhead presses here just to really, I'm trying to get my shoulder blades in the correct positioning and get a little bit more proprioception with how they are moving in space, because if I have my shoulder blade locked in the right spot, my shoulder does not hurt at all. And that in itself, like from my rudimentary understanding of the shoulder, indicates that my rotator cuffs might be the culprit. And if I don't have my shoulder blade seated in the right spot, then the rest of my shoulder doesn't have like a proper foundation to push off of. I don't know if that's like sound like physiology wise, but from my understanding in practical terms, that makes sense because of all of the things that hurt it and all the things that feel like or make it feel okay, you know. Yeah, so after the dumbbell overhead or press, I did some dips, some Bulgarian split squats, some back extensions, and then some of the GHD hamstring curls. And for me, like, I only did one set of these because I felt my hamstrings a little bit fatigued as I was warming up today. I think maybe because I felt like I went through a lot of volume yesterday with all the misses and stuff. So yeah, I'm trying to be a little bit more smart, a little bit wiser about the decisions I make with my training. But yeah, that's it for today. Thank you for watching. Like, comment, and subscribe. Shoots.